Call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Willis?
Here.
Mr. Sarah?
Here.
Mr. Delphas?
Here.
Mr. McLeister?
Present.
Mr. Fleckner?
Here. First item on our agenda are the minutes of the April 3rd, 2019 meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Willis?
Yes.
Mr. Sarah?
Yes.
Mr. Delphas?
Yes.
Mr. McLeister?
Yes.
Mr. Fleckner?
Yes. All right, getting into the agenda, a public meeting for the general development plan submitted by Barber Architectural Studio on behalf of First Friends Church. Is someone here representing the church or the?
Both, actually. I'm Jeff Barber. You want an address, 1730 Glenmar Oval, southeast, North Canton, 44709. And as you know, when we did the church a number of years ago, we went for parks and recreational zoning because of the sports ministry we have. And that has grown to the point where we have a pavilion out there and we have soccer fields, and this playground is for the families of the soccer families while their brothers and sisters are playing soccer, and also will be used by the neighborhood. A couple questions have come up. The restroom that's on the left of that drawing is the future, and I may be back here in a few months to apply for that zoning permit. And also the note about a maintenance building, that's in the future too. Those are not tonight's discussion. This is just for the playground and the fence surrounding it. I did print a picture of, let's see here, of what the playground possibly would look like. Pretty much is similar to what you've seen, with a mulch padded surrounding, and then the top and the right side of that drawing has a fence so that parents sitting in the pavilion don't have to worry about their kids going the other direction from them. They'll be stopped on those sides. So I'm here to answer any other questions, and we have two representatives from the trustees of the church too, if you want them to speak. And also, I want to thank you all for coming out for playground on the agenda tonight. Sorry I'm not here representing that big industrial park. So.
Thank you. Martin, any
Yes.
comments?
Thank you. From a zoning standpoint, there's no concern for the proposed structure. I did want to comment in regards to the Ohio Building Code. The project would be exempt from any oversight from the Ohio Building Code, and therefore no building permits required. I would like to recommend, though, that structural design is utilized for the structure as well as the foundation. Might also incorporate the fall protection, or may already have incorporated fall protection in accordance with standards established for such, as well as consider the ADA requirements for playground structures. Of course, none of those would have any building department inspections required. Although I will say you may certainly opt for a building permit, but it's not required.
Okay.
Because it is exempt from the building code. And with the fence that's included, that would be a zoning permit as well.
Okay, we will have one of the swings will be a wheelchair swing, so providing for ADA too.
Okay.
And we'll get the information on the fall protection for the mulch. Yeah. Okay.
The audience is with you. Any questions, comments, concerns of the commission?
So I just need a clarification on why we're reviewing a playground,
Good question.
when you don't need a building permit or any sort of, you know.
That is a good question. The Parks and Institution requires any development in the Parks and Institution. The ordinance does require the general development plan review. There's a very narrow exception in there, which I didn't feel this quite fit the criteria as such as it does require that it can't be visible from the street, I believe is what it was. This was up on a hill, pretty visible from many areas. So And it was a conservative decision to ensure that there wasn't any recourse for the applicant later on.
Is there a master plan that's associated with further development of the church that we need to be aware of at this time?
There is, and I believe that was submitted way back when the first building permit was issued. The fields were on that. We've now done some of the fields. And then showing that restroom, that's a goal. The maintenance building was going to go where it's shown on your site plan, but it's now discussed going north of the big building, the multi-purpose ministry room, but we're not applying for those zoning permits tonight.
That'll come at a future date, I take
That's
it,
correct,
right?
yeah.
Okay. I have no further questions.
I'll entertain a motion.
I move that we accept this as presented.
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bullis?
Yes.
Mr. Sierra?
Yes.
Mr. Del Paz?
Yes.
Mr. McPheister?
Yes.
Mr. Fleckner?
Yes. Seeing nothing else on the agenda, I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen. You're welcome.